How's it going, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 3 in my 5th annual 31 Days of Horror, a celebration of all things horror during the month of October. I will watch and review one horror film each day, and the theme this year is new releases, so it is a 2016-a-thon, and continuing along with that, we have The Shallows from the year 2016 coming to us courtesy of Sony Home Entertainment. This film is certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes. Take that for what you will. And another little note is I have reviewed this film once here before on my channel, but it was after I seen it at a drive-in. This review here should be much more accurate in terms of my true feelings towards the film. So, The Shallows follows the character of Nancy, who is looking for this secluded surf spot that her mother knew about. Her mother had passed away, and she's sort of lost in the world and looking for a chance to just sort of free her mind, body, and spirit, and she ventures out to this secluded location through different ways that we're not really told, but it's led to believe that she had a difficult time finding it, and people won't even tell her the name of it because it's that secretive. There she begins to surf. It's sort of winding down in the day. She's getting ready to pack it in. She's all alone, and then she happens upon a dead whale, and there happens to be a shark who's not done feeding and wants to eat our character of Nancy. She escapes to sort of a reef or a rock formation during low tide. It's kind of out in the middle, right off the beach of the beach, and you know, she's stuck in the ocean. There's a shark swimming around her, and it's a fight for survival. This film is a contained horror film. A small group of characters, you know, one in this case, stuck in a isolated location. It's survival horror. It's suspense, and I love those type of horror films. Now, there are problems with this film, which I'll get into in a second, but first of all, I gotta say, anybody who's not looking to watch this one because it's rated PG-13, don't let that shoo you away, because there's still some decent horror moments in this film. For one, I actually like the character, the lead protagonist. You feel bad for her, especially as time wears on and her lips begin to crack, and you just feel like she's beaten up and beaten down, and there's really no hope because people don't surf with a cell phone. So there's this level of tension there because her phone is just right off the shore, you know, right on the beach, and she can't quite reach it, but it's in looking distance, you know, which just adds this annoyance factor to what's happening to the character, which is good because it puts you on edge and it makes you feel sort of frustrated. There's good things like that in the film, but there's also bad things in the film. I feel like efforts to make this character's backstory and her story arc, you know, more memorable sort of are done badly in this film. It's your typical stuff. There's a scene where she calls her father, and it's so cheesy, it's almost awkward. Like, I felt awkward watching it because it's so typical and so cliche. I did not like that scene. I feel like you could have had this character without any of that backstory, maybe make it a little more subtle and less in your face. That was one huge complaint. And then the final complaint that I have is the ending, the over-the-top action hero type ending that this film has. It's just, you know, not good. The shark looks great. The shark looks good in most scenes. There are some scenes of CGI, and even a worse scene of CGI with some jellyfish. But it's not a bad movie. It's sort of disposable horror. There's not much that you're going to take away from it, but with so many crappy shark movies out there, The Shallows gets a strong recommend if you're in the mood for a actually decent shark film. I give this film a 7 out of 10. Thanks to Sony Home Entertainment for hooking me up with a copy of this film. It's one that I'll probably watch again, honestly. It's not a bad movie. The Blu-ray looks fantastic. I highly recommend checking it out. See you guys in day number 4. Peace.